Hi, it's Ashleigh from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and welcome back to my channel where I make a lot of cake and cookie decorating tutorials as well as give a lot of baking business tips. And welcome to day 8 of the 12 days of Christmas cookies. So I know I showed you the other day how to make a tart out of the cookie dough that I showed you on the first day of the 12 days of Christmas cookies, which is what the series is all about, making different things with the same dough. But some different questions came out of that video, and I thought I would also show you another really simple but yummy and delicious idea. So this part looks the same because it is the same footage, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about what happened with my tart dough here. So I am using a sugar cookie recipe, and basically you can do this with any sugar cookie recipe that you want to. You can even do this with store-bought dough. So the reason that mine is breaking apart here is because it's a little bit dry. I talked about it from the very first day. I added a little bit too much flour to this specific recipe, but you'll notice that I could get this into a nice tart because I just packed in the rest of the dough. And the beauty of a tart is it's quite dry, especially in comparison to that of a pie. We're not looking for flaky layers here. We're looking for something nice and solid with a slight crumb. Now, if you really want to drive home the idea of the raspberry, you can use raspberry-infused dark chocolate. There's a Lindt variety, which is really nice. You could also mix in chopped up dried raspberries. For myself, I mixed in a bunch of Skor bits. I know I'm not showing that here because this is the footage that I used for my other tart, but for the other tart that I made, I mixed in some Skor bits because I really want that crunchy element in there. And my family's not too keen on dried fruit, but I think it does go very nicely. Might be more for the mature palate though, mixed in with that chocolate. Now I know there's lots of tricks to stabilized whipped cream. You don't need something super stable for this. So really just grabbing your whipped cream, making sure that everything is nice and cold, adding just about a tablespoon of that confectioner's sugar to sweeten it up, and then whipping it until stiff peaks form. And I do like it a little bit stiffer so that I can pipe things like this on top. And I apologize, I missed the piping portion. It was a little bit of a chaotic day when I was filming this. I used a large French tip, and I did want to make things very even on this particular tart. I know the snowflake one I showed you had a little bit more of a whimsical feel to it. This one, I wanted it to look more just very perfect and symmetrical. So I'm using the raspberries to actually fill in all of those gaps so we don't see any of that chocolate underneath. And I love it when the toppings are an indication of what's inside. So we're going to put more of those Skor bits on top. And I also add some almonds on top of this as well. Now I know I didn't use almonds throughout my filling or my tart crust, but this would be a really good opportunity to use some pulverized almonds in your tart crust. Or you could also put a layer of unsweetened almond butter down. That would be really delicious. Or an even easier way, incorporate those almonds into the chocolate ganache for an extra bit of added crunch as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading every single day for Vlogmas, so be sure to come back tomorrow to see what the 12 days of cookies will bring next. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys. Bye!